I'm going to review the LEGO set 70653 Firstbourne. This set originally came out in August of 2018, has 882 pieces, and originally goes for $70. So first, let's go over the minifigures. First here is Kai. Kai, of course, is he's not exclusive to the set, but he has an interesting torso print here, and also goes with the dragon sword. And he has the red printing, so this is the only version of him I have. And then Cole here, this is the cheapest way to get him, so it's just a standard type of figure, has some detailing, some from the Lego Ninjago movie, of course, the hammer. Nothing else to him except, it doesn't have any sleeves, just there's the printing. Then here you have Muzzle, who has been the other two Lego Ninjago sets I reviewed for this wave. And you can just take his helmet off, and you have some detailing there. A lot of the same prints as other characters, and that kind of interesting little piece that they use. Then here's Chutoy, who has a turkey-like piece, which seems to be different to me. Has the kind of a shield piece, and of course this armor, some dragon scratches on him, and of course he has this weird-looking expression because he's kind of just confused. Here is Jack, who has a little dagger-type thing with a attachable jetpack piece, which is kind of hard to angle, but you kind of just pretend there's a little thrusters in the back, and also uses a mohawk piece and a little visor. Last here is Heavy Metal, who this is the cheapest way to get him or her, and of course you can just use this to attach to the dragon or something if you want to pretend with that. And of course, just standard type of printing. This figure was in other sets, and the same printing as Muzzle and a couple other characters. Now the set also goes with this little shrine piece, which you can kind of fold open like this or fold open like that. Has a little bit of desert elements, and it comes with one of the helmets, or just the helmet and the shield, with the other sets going with other pieces of the armor. Again, very simple build. It's more just kind of a throw-in. They honestly didn't even need to have this in there to jump up the piece count. But the other side build, which is this helicopter, which I actually quite like, because it kind of makes sense the context of it. The main features of this helicopter, of course, you can open this up and you can fit a figure inside there. It's pretty sizable, and you have some joysticks. You can close that down. You have the engines, which have the spikes protruding out from them. And of course, there is the blade itself, which is pretty sizable for the set of the helicopter. And you can also position it up and down. I like this use of the crane piece for the back. You can spin this here as a little symbol, and you can attach this to the dragon and try and capture it. It's a little bit kind of sticks on, but you can definitely hook it on. You also have the rest of the turkey, and of course you can hold all of this back there with two little things you can hold onto it with. You can just connect this back here to keep it secure. You also have two stud shooters and places to hold weapons. I mostly put the two katanas you get in this set for the bad guys. And that's really it for the helicopter. Now we'll move on to the main build of the dragon, Firstbourne. Here's Firstbourne, who is pretty sizable. I'm very impressed with how they did this. Now there's a lot of features to go over, so I'm going to start with the head. Of course, you can move the head up and down with the ball joint, which kind of sticks and protrudes outwards. And the neck, you can kind of move the head with the neck, which is on a ball joint. Of course, the much smaller ones are Mixels. You can kind of move the nose down, of course, open the mouth. And I like how they use, this is actually a print. I'm surprised that they actually did a print instead of stickers, which is something they do. And of course, you also have these big old horns. Kind of reminds me of like a Satan look to it. It's red with black horns. Now, of course, on the back, it's a very slopish design so that they can get more of a texture with it. You can place a minifigure on the saddle. Like that, you have a little Kai there. And you have the chains to control it. The chair can actually be taken off too. It's just attached with those pieces. You can put it back on. You can also lift those up, those flaps, to check on the main support. Now with the wings, there's an interesting feature. If you just push down on these, the wings will flap. This one controls this wing, this one controls the other wing. And the wings themselves can also fold back, and they use these cloth type pieces, the more rubber type. And of course they use a lot of these spike pieces to hold it down. So underneath is the skeleton of it, which looks interesting. I want to see them do it with like a giant bat or something. and you can just flap it down, and usually you'll probably be holding it like this, which controls its movements. Now of course there's also the legs, which can move. The much smaller ones in the back here can just move from side to side like this. You can also raise and lower the wings in order to position it. Same thing with the back legs, which are a little more sizable, have these big old smooth pieces here. And like the Stormbringer set, you can also whip the tail. And you have a lot of these kind of slope pieces back here. And there's some areas where you can attach on hooks in order to capture Firstbourne. But there's also other little areas where you can do it as well. So that's mainly it for Firstbourne. Overall, I think this is one of the best deals that you can ever get with a LEGO set, especially for LEGO Ninjago. It's a lot of interesting features and details that I would expect in more of a $100 set. So, probably one of the best sets of Ninjago for the year, and overall a great set that I got from the end of the year as well. Thank you guys for watching this review, and bye guys.